Greetings. We're going to be doing another one of these videos today. We're going to be talking about the ongoing situation in Europe. Obviously, we've all seen Spain getting invaded by a bunch of subhuman Moroccans. And what is that traitor Sanchez doing? Nothing. He's in on it. I mean, he took a fucking photo with Alex Soros. They're not even hiding it anymore. It's not even a conspiracy theory. It's just the fact of the reality is there's an attack on white people. It's a fact. Now, I'm sure YouTube's gonna label this, conspiracy theory and all that bullshit. It's not. Nobody's buying that anymore. And there's so much evidence that there is a attack on whites, and it has been evident for a very long time. It's just only recently more and more people are starting to see that it is real. Take, for example, you have all these white women. All these white women are being brainwashed by a bunch of these communist SJWs that it is not right for them to want to marry men of their own kind. So they're brainwashed to sleep with black men. They're brainwashed to sleep with colored men. And they end up pregnant single mothers. You want to know why that is? Because the men they're brainwashed to sleep in have no values. They have nothing of goodness in them. They only exist for frivolous purposes. They only exist to destroy what we whites have spent centuries building. And we're told to just accept that. We're not accepting that. We're not accepting failure. We whites, for all of history, have built the world to its heights. We whites are the reason Western civilization is the epitome of greatness. I don't give a shit if that offends you. It's just the facts. I don't apologize for being right. I'm not going to apologize for my ancestors conquering inferior tribes that were murdering innocent people, innocent settlers getting murdered by all these fucking tribes. I'm not going to apologize for that. And I'm not going to apologize for speaking the truth about this ongoing attack on Europe, on America, on Canada, on Australia, New Zealand. Why the hell is it our responsibility to house these failures? Why don't the Chinese? Why don't the Saudis? Why don't freaking Africans? Why don't Latin Americans have to open up their fucking borders for these people? Why is it our responsibility? Why? What have they done to deserve us opening up our borders for them? They've done nothing. Look at their countries. They're all shitholes. Our countries were great because we actually know how to run a country. We don't run around with sticks and freaking leaves around our crotch going do at each other. We're sane people. We don't want these people in our countries. And it isn't racist to think that way. They don't want us in their countries. Is that not racist? George Soros. Is them not wanting whites in their countries not racist? Be honest, Georgie. But yeah, it's just hypocrisy. They've done nothing to deserve any sort of gratitude from us. In fact, they actually owe us apologies. A, for the destruction they're doing to our side of the world, and B, for completely destroying the identity of us whites. There's a term called a wigger, white people pretending to be black. It's pathetic. It's a detriment of every society, and you know what I'm talking about. Guys that are trying to act black, they got their hair all spider hair like freaking monkey, whatever. But yeah, anyway, you have all these women that are being brainwashed, as I've discussed multiple times on the channel. But more importantly, I want to talk about how under the Biden administration, which was one of the most infamous ever, I still don't think it's as bad as LBJ. I think it's definitely up there with Clinton and Obama. Teddy Roosevelt was a terrible president. He was a freaking communist. So was Woodrow Wilson. But as we all know, women are being told that it's good to be promiscuous. It's good to betray your identity. It's good to take the bait of this corporate boss girl, whatever mindset. They don't need no man. All that bullshit. It's easy to be a feminist until it's time to be a feminist. You see it all the time. All these women, they want to work. They want to be equal to men. Then when it's time for them to do work on their own, I need you to help me. I need you to open this door. I think if we're going to give women the benefit of the doubt in terms of, equal opportunities, they're going to lose the privilege of being, getting chivalrous treatment. We're not going to open the door for them. We're not going to walk them across the street. We're not going to compliment them because it's just not worth it, man. I mean, if you're not a 10 out of 10, 6'5", making millions of dollars, it's not worth hitting on a woman. Which is why in the past I've made videos on building yourself. Let them come to you. Don't come to them. We're not animals. We don't chase women. We're people. We're mammals. We let the ladies come to us. And that's how I've gotten my girlfriends in the past. So it's not like I'm just saying that out of the top of my head. It's worked for me, and it will work for you. I've spent a lot of time in the gym. I've spent a lot of time building myself. And women have noticed, and women have approached me. So it's not like this is utter bullshit. And you'll have those macho men or the wannabe macho men that will tell you online, you got to do this, you got to do that. That's bullshit, man. They're just scamming you. They're liars. Work on yourself. Hit the gym. Work on your abilities. And I guarantee you, females will approach you. Now, what kind of females? It really depends on what kind of girl you want. If you want instant gratification, I guess those macho stuff works. But if you want a real relationship, a real opportunity to connect with a woman, you just work on yourself. Become the man that you aspire to be. And you'll find your lady, dude. You'll find her. Looking out for fellow dudes. So, another thing I want to talk about is Democrats, they want to flip the populace. They want pretty, beautiful, feminine women to become impure, tomboy dykes that are just, you avoid them like a plague. Gross. And they want all of us men to be a bunch of skinny, scrawny weaklings that are scared of the slightest thing. Because they understand that a population full of unhinged dykes is easier to control than a population of strong, confident men who lead families and businesses. Look, I mean this with all due respect. The 19th Amendment, I don't think we should repeal it, but I think we should limit it. I think women voting it's coming at a cost. A lot of women vote for the politician that they want to ban. It's just that simple. And I know that sounds vulgar for a Christian channel. It's just a fact of the reality. Why do you think so many women voted for Gavin Newsom? Why do you think so many women voted for Obama? I mean, women vote for the one they find better, right? And it's very problematic. And it kills the integrity in politics, even though there's not a whole lot to begin with. That's what makes Trump such a good figure. Trump's not in it to enrich himself. He's not in it for George Soros. He's in it because he cares about us. And say what you want about him being relatable, at least he cares about us, right? He's the greatest. Him or Elon Musk are the two greatest rags to riches story in human history. You had Elon Musk, who grew up having to literally fight a bunch of blacks that hate white people in South Africa. But yet they're forgetting that without us whites, they'd still be a Zulu shithole, right? Not all cultures are equal. We all know that, right? You have Indians in India that are bathing in cow shit. You have Muslims in freaking Middle East that are worshiping a box. Then you have us Christians, worship the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. We are the top dogs in terms of culture. Not all cultures are the same. Don't listen to all these SJWs and their, we have to be multicultural. We don't have to be multicultural. The whole entire world doesn't have to be everywhere. We don't have to have on one street a bunch of Indians, on one street a bunch of Africans, on one street a bunch of Mexicans. That's why India, Africa, and Mexico exist. So this cultural Marxist bullshit is just, it's Marco Rubio said it best. Marxism, communism don't look good on paper and are even worse in real life. It's impossible. It's impossible to be communist without ultimately being authoritarian. That's what Lenin got wrong. That's what Mao Zedong got wrong. Fidel Castro, Maurice Bishop, all these fools that thought socialism could work. Look what it got Maduro. He's up in Brooklyn. Yeah. Getting a taste of the New York prison. Let's just hope they don't release him. Like Obama released El Chapo. But yeah. Another thing I want to talk about is the situation in New York. Obviously, Zoran Mamdani is not an actual citizen. I think anyone with a brain knows that. He's from Uganda. Well, he's not Ugandan. He's one of those wealthy Indians that took advantage of the railroad stuff and all that. He'll tell you that his ancestors built those railroads when, in actuality, there were a lot of wealthy Indians that owned a bunch of those slaves that made them build those railroads. Now, you're not going to be taught that in schools because you're not taught real history. You're not taught that the colored man was actually the bad guy in most instances. You're not taught that majority of African slaves were sold by their leaders. You're not told that majority of the WEF is owned by a certain group of people that if I were to say their name, this video would get hidden or deleted. You're not told that the history of Islam is based on a bunch of lustful, violent men that stole all the religion from the Torah and the Bible, and 60% of Islam is violent politics. So yeah, I just wanted to say, this channel is pretty much gonna be this from now on. I don't really feel like uploading every day. I just wanted to know that, Jesus loves you, and I'm praying for each and every one of you. And yeah, I want to apologize for the lack of uploads again. I'm feeling a little better, right? But I'm just been very busy. So I'll see if I can upload once a week. But who knows? It's going to be the schedule. And yeah, just wanted to talk to y'all. Remember, stick to the truth and the truth only, because that is what matters. That we stick to the truth and not let these lying piece of shit leftists and Muslims take control of the narrative. God save Europe, God save America, God save the Western world. Until then, this is Christian Russell. I love you. Deus Vult, God will. Stay safe with the brothers and sisters. I love you. Peace.